Hi everyone, this is Gail here and welcome to the webinar, the 7 Tools to Internet Success. Now what I'm going to talk about mostly on this webinar tonight is about traffic. So that's where we're heading, guys, so just pin your ears back, as we say. Get your pen and paper out and let's just get down some notes. Now we're just going to wait a moment for a few more people to come in the door and we'll be right with you and getting started. So you go get yourself a drink and get a pen and paper and we'll be away. Alrighty, we're ready to get going here and we've got everyone on the call, so just pop your questions in and we'll get them answered as we go through the webinar right now. So welcome everybody and let's just get going. Right, show me the traffic. That's the big question I always have. Show me the traffic. How do I get traffic? I need traffic back to my website. And it's so true. No traffic, no sales. And so then if you want to be an internet marketer, of course, that's not going to work. So you're going to have to end up going back to work again. So show me the traffic. And I'm going to show you some things tonight that I use to get traffic to my websites. But here's what I do know. People want traffic, but they don't want to do the work to get it. Now, you don't need to do anything if you don't want. You can outsource all your traffic getting things to outsourcers, and there's no reason why you can't do that if you want to. I like to keep control of some of it because some of the outsourcers are just doing massive almost spamming out there, as you're probably aware, because you probably get them on your website, don't you? And I don't really want that. So I've got some great pieces of software that I use that do a lot of the work for me. So it does involve some work, and traffic's not just going to fall out of the sky and come running onto your website, that's for sure. So if you want traffic, you do need to do some work. You do need to find a way of getting it to your website. There are steps that you need to take to get the traffic. And so what I'm going to do right now on the webinar is give you 15 ways to drive traffic to your website. 15! All right, and I'm sure that amongst these 15 you can find something that will light a spark for you and get you going. And yeah, okay, I see those comments there. You can use social media and all sorts of things. I'm going to show you some different ways. So just hang on in there with your questions and let's get going. And then I'll show you some ways of some of the things you can do as well. Alrighty. First thing, you need to be creative in getting traffic. You know, and you have to be, as I've said, have to be doing. You can't just put a blog post up or a website up and then sit back and go, well, that's done. It isn't. That's the easy part. So now you just have to be creative in getting your traffic to your website. And if you are creative, you'll be doing things that your competition haven't even thought of. So you've got to be different to your competition or different from your competition. And this will be all you need really to succeed online. And that's all I've found over the last 3.5 years. I've been different. I've got traffic through lots of different ways. And not many of them have been very difficult either, because I like easy. And if you don't know that from me now, you're going to find out. I like things that are easy. So 15 ways to get traffic to your site that works. All right, now, in saying that, I must say this as well, depending on your niche as well. Some of these things will work better in some niches than in others. So you just have to work it out what suits you best. Now, we can get paid traffic or through Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Facebook. We can pay for advertising, or we can go and get it through the organic way of getting traffic. So there's lots of different ways there that we can do, that we can go to get traffic. Yeah, I know, here's the questions. Paid traffic is so expensive. Yes, it is and it isn't. You might have to learn how to do adverts for Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Facebook. You might have to get a little program to learn how to do it properly. Or the other thing you can do is go into your niche, think about what your keywords are in your niche, go and have a look on Google, see what the ads are like. find out how long the ads have been running, and if the ads have been running for quite a while, then that's a good recipe, isn't it? So maybe you could model that. So you just need to go check it out, guys. It's not that difficult. And the same with Facebook. Check out the Facebook adverts and find out which ones are working, which ones make you click on them. That's a good thing, and that's what I look at too. I think, oh, what made me click on that advert? And so there's one way, paid traffic. The only thing wrong with paid traffic is that when you stop paying it, it goes away, doesn't it? So, but it's good to test. You might want to use the paid traffic to test something out. If you're not sure if a product's a good thing, or your website's good or well balanced, or what people like, then you could drive some traffic to it and see what happens. You can budget it. You don't need to, you won't lose your house and your shirt, because nowadays in Google and Facebook and that, and Yahoo and Bing, you put in your daily amount of what you want to spend, and you won't spend any more than that. So it's all up to you to set it up properly. And then we have organic traffic. And getting organic traffic is takes a little longer. Yeah, it does. But the good thing about organic traffic is it's there forever. So as I said before, when you pay for traffic, once you've paid and once you've stopped paying, your traffic stops. Yes, I know. That's right, Stuart, isn't it? He's saying, yeah, that's what happened to me. And that's true. So you pay for it, and then when you stop, it all goes away and stops coming. Whereas organic traffic you can get for free. Now you may remember when you're looking at Google, there's paid adverts on there. Usually goes down the right hand side when you're looking at the screen, and maybe one or two at the top, and they're all paid, and everything else is what we call organic. So no one's paid for that. It's organic traffic. So it's done with keywords, with SEO, lots of other different things that gets you on the front page of Google, and people find you, and that's what we call driving organic traffic to our website. There's web directories. Now this is another free thing you can do. Once you've built your website and or got a blog post, what you can do is send it out to the directories and let the directories know. Now, as far as web directories go, if you want one little free one little free bit of directory submitting software, how about you use addme.com? That's addme.com. Now it's free, it has lots of paid things there that they want you to pay for. Ignore all that and you can get it done for free. So when you put a new website up, you need to submit it to AddMe, and it'll have it out there and send it to all the web directories. So that's another way of getting some traffic. Now there's social bookmarking as well, and this is fantastic. What is social bookmarking? Well, okay, let's look at it from this way so you understand it. When you're using Explorer or Firefox or Safari or whatever it is that you use on your web browser, whichever one it is, when you find something you like, you bookmark it or you favorite it. That's what it is. Okay, so social bookmarking is really no different, but that it's held online. So you might find a post from somebody that you really like. You go, oh man, I love that post. And then you maybe go on a trip somewhere and you think, oh, now I've got some time to read that post. Now what was the name of the website? But here's the good news. There's a whole pile of social bookmarking sites out there like Dig and Delicious and Stumble Upon and a whole pile more. And what you can do is when you find a website or a blog post that you really like, you just need to bookmark it and either Dig or Stumble Upon, one of those ones. So when you're overseas, you just go into your Dig account and there it will be, all there. So it's called bookmarking and it's social bookmarking. And what that means also is that when you bookmark it, people, all sorts of people can come and see the different bookmarks that you're putting up there, and they can just check you out and see what you're using. But the good news is from social bookmarking you can get a lot of traffic back to your website. So social bookmarking is fantastic. And then we've got article marketing, another way of getting traffic back to your website. And if you don't like writing articles, we'll find someone who will do it for you. We also have some software that helps you as well. So it's a worthwhile thing to do. And I've got about 160 different articles out there, and I haven't written one single one. I've outsourced it, and you can do the same. So there's other things like SEO, on page and off page equals links. So that means making sure that when you do a blog post, when you put a website up, that you do things like use keywords, and that you use your H1, H2s and H3s, and that you alt tab pictures and all sorts of things like that. Now, if you really have no clue what I've just talked about, then we'll cover that in another webinar, I am sure. But SEO on page and off page is really important. I know. Someone just said, what on earth is SEO? Well, search engine optimization, okay? So it's optimizing it so the search engines can find it. Alrighty, number 7, press releases. Wow, not many people like doing this, but it's another great way of getting traffic. Will it get mountains and mountains of traffic? No, I don't think so. Some people promise it does and say all sorts of things, but I think they're dreaming. So I don't think you'll get mountains, but you will get some traffic. Now you can do some classified ads online and offline as well. Now, however, offline advertising is pretty useless, but some people still find that if they advertise in the right place, they can still get traffic, and so it's worth it if it will work for you. And the only way you're going to find out is to trial it a couple of different times. And also with you can do classifieds online using Craigslist and a few other places as well, so that's worth a look at. And then there's forum marketing. Well, you know, not many people sort of like to do forum marketing because it takes a long time, and it really does. But the Facebook groups and Facebook pages are another way, a more modern way, we say, of doing marketing to people within your niche. So you can use Facebook to find the different groups and the different pages that are in your niche that you can start to just get to know and take part in conversations. Now, number 10 is affiliate program. You can set up your own affiliate program, and you'll get traffic from that as well. And so the affiliate program can be in ClickBank or Pay.com, all those sort of places, and that will help also to drive traffic to your website. There's joint ventures, and there's a lot of people out there today who would like to do joint ventures, but you need to go find the people who you'd like to joint venture with, and they're out there. You just need to find them in your particular niche and work with them and see if your product will be a good mix for what they do. Then there's RSS feeds. Now, some people have no clue what this means, and really it has, look it up in Wikipedia is what I usually say to people. Really simple syndication. If you really need to find out what it is, then look it up, as I say, in Wikipedia. Those of you who know what it is, you should be using it. And the other thing, number 13, is blog comments. You can go out and you can make comments on other people's blogs. Now, that's a great idea. Yeah, I know, I'm just looking at these comments here that are coming in as well. Some people just hate doing blog comments because it takes so long. But, you know, it's worth it if you find the leading blogs in your particular niche and you can go in there and make a comment. Not a sales pitch, all that annoys me when people come to my blog and they leave their web addresses all over in the comments. You know what, I just actually edit them all out because they don't need to put them there. You can find your way back to the person's blog quite easily if you just take a moment to look at all the other comments that are there. And usually when you highlight the person's name, it actually has their web address under it, so you can just click on it. So there's no need for you to spam people's blogs, but you should make comments on them. And if you make really good comments, then people will come back to your blog as well. Now, number 14 is YouTube. Man alive, as we say, I get so much traffic from YouTube. And I know that was one of the things some of the people said before. I noticed coming up on the questions here. Oh, people don't want to make YouTube videos. Well, I think it's the easiest thing to do. It couldn't be simpler today with our cell phones and our little digital cameras and flip cameras. It couldn't be easier today to make a YouTube video or two. And at some other point I'll do another webinar on different things you can do with video and how to make YouTube work for you. But you really should be using YouTube, and one video is not enough, believe me. I've got about 178 videos in my YouTube channel, and it just brings me so much traffic. So well over 500,000 views in there. And so it's worth putting up a YouTube channel and just getting stuck in and getting videos done. If you don't want to do articles, well, then maybe YouTube. And you don't have to be in front of the camera. In fact, hardly any of my videos have got me sitting in front of the camera. Most of it is just screenshots, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, number 15. Flyers and business cards. I know this is a little old-fashioned, but there are places where you can put flyers that, when they're really good flyers, will drive traffic back to your website. And so a lot of supermarkets in my country anyway, and there are community boards, I've seen it when I've been around in other countries, where you can put flyers up. It's a good idea to put flyers and business cards, make them really stand out so that people will pick them up and they'll take them home and look your website up when they get home. There's newsletters as well, and it's not a huge thing. A lot of people don't like newsletters today because it's more things to read. However, if they're done right, and in some niches they work really, really well. So number 17, I've gone well past number 15, haven't I? So give stuff away. Give as much away as you can give away. And because giving away goes viral, and you can use Twitter and Facebook to encourage people to like and to repost, because you're going to give things away to them. And there's some fantastic plugins out there today that you can use in WordPress that will help you with this. One day I put up on Facebook, I asked a question about where was the best cafe to go to in Melbourne. And so what I did was I said, the best answer, I will give you $20 into your PayPal account. And so that stirred up a lot of people to get and to take part. And so what I gave away was a bit of money. It wasn't very much, but it was just enough to make people have a bit of a competition. And so that was fun. And it can easily go viral when you do that. You can hold webinars as well. Some of you think, oh my goodness, I can't even speak for 2 minutes, let alone hold a webinar. Well, you don't have to speak. You can interview somebody else who is an expert in their field. So you can easily do a webinar. Don't give any excuses. In fact, I know, I can see all these questions and comments coming in. Some of you are giving lots of excuses why you can't do certain things. Well, you know what? If you want to stay where you are, then keep the excuses coming. If you want to move ahead, then just throw the excuses out and let's get on with it. Now, another thing I've used, I used it for about 3 or 4 years, was business card magnets. They're the same size as a business card, and they're made out of magnetic stuff, whatever you call that, magnets. And it just looks like a business card, slightly, ever so slightly thicker, but very bendy, just like an ordinary business card. And what I used to do with these is I used to put them on people's door, just under the door handle. Now, they never did any damage at all to a car, and they're much better than putting flyers underneath people's window wipers. And also in some countries and some places you cannot do this. But have a check and see what you can do. And they were very cheap. They worked out at about, well, I thought they were cheap, about 15 or 20 cents each. And it's a good option if you can't think of anything else to do. So yeah, that's number 19. Number 20. Answer Yahoo Answers. Now, I used to do this a huge amount because it brought me so much traffic. Now, I didn't spam Yahoo Answers, and I didn't spam in my answers to people, but I just gave good answers. And Yahoo made me a top answerer. I can't remember the name of it now because it's probably a good 18 months ago since I've done any answering in Yahoo Answers. But it's very powerful, and I would suggest that you use Yahoo Answers. Go into your niche, find out the questions that people are asking, and then answer them. There's 2 ways you can use Yahoo Answers. One, you can go there and find out what the questions are and just leave it at that, not answer them, but it'll help you with the product. And 2, you can go there and answer them. So that's 20, guys, 20 things. And the other thing you can do is use Facebook and Twitter on the news channels. Let me explain that. A lot of the news channels and a lot of the news programs have Facebook channels. And so we have a program over here called Close Up, and it's on after the news at night, and they discuss whatever's going on in the world or in our country. And then you can look them up on the Facebook, and you can comment as it's going on. And I've done that many times. Oh, I've got so many new Facebook followers, and I want them from my country, because when I'm holding workshops and that means I can go back to them. If they're my friends, I can go back to them, and I can let them know what I'm doing in New Zealand when I'm holding a new seminar or workshop. And it will work in your part of the world as well. You just have to find out what the Facebook channel is. Sorry, not the Facebook channel, what the Facebook name is for your particular thing you might want to follow, like 60 Minutes, or we have 2020 over here. And comment. Be careful what you say, though, especially if you're fairly well known on the internet like I am. I have to be very careful about what I say. And so it's fun, and you will build your traffic back to your website from there as well. There's no doubt about it. Every single thing I've shown here, you will drive traffic back to your website from anything and everything that I've shown you here. You don't have to do everything on this list at all. You just have to pick the ones that work for you. What I want to show you right here is one of my websites. Now, I want you to notice on the search thing there, that's what people have put into Google, and they've come to my website. So how to add Facebook comments on website. Somebody typed that into Google, and they came onto my website from that particular keyword phrase. And earlier on I mentioned about on page and off page SEO. This is what it is, you see, because one of my keyword phrases on this particular article is how to add Facebook comments on website. Oh no, it wasn't actually. It's how to add Facebook comments to your website, I think. But that's what happened. See, it brought up mine. And then I've done a few webinars about pinging, and so some people obviously have typed in Gail Bottomley pinging. Funny that Easy Money got to me as well. How to ping your website in WordPress. All of these things are what people put in. They typed into Google and they ended up on my website. That is absolutely brilliant. Here's some more. Gail Bottomley article directory list. Affiliate yourself. ClickBank. Easy WP Cloner. Fast SEO Gail. These are all things that have been typed in. Isn't that amazing? Here's another huge list of where people came from as well. So this is not what they typed into Google. This is where people came from. You'll see a whole pile came from Facebook, and there's some from YouTube, some from emails, some from network blogs. And we've got here, this is what they looked at while they came to the site. So they looked at pinging my site, and they looked at the home page. So this is what they looked at on one particular moment on a day, just in one particular moment on that day. That's what people were looking at on my website. So that's why it's good to have lots of great content on your website. Now, these are the URLs that people clicked on when they actually came to my website as well. So that's what they clicked on. That's where they went after they were looking on my website. Here's some more referrals here. YouTube, Facebook, all these kind of places, some of my other websites, eZine articles, they're all there. These places all drive traffic back to your website. Vidler, YouTube, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Look at that, guys. They're coming from all over the place. Lots of different websites, lots of different, just lots of different places. So wherever, you just got to get out there. You just got to make an effort to get out there and let people find you. And you'll see some more on here. What else have we got? This is some more things that people searched and they ended up on my website as well. So this is why SEO is important as well, and using keyword phrases. Goodness me, someone typed in World Vision and ended up on my website. Now that's interesting. And that's because I have an article on there on World Vision, because I'm a World Vision supporter. So interesting things, isn't it? Now I have some software called backlinktrafficpro.com, and you can go get that, and that'll help you with some backlinks to help you get some traffic. It's not a big program, but it's free, so worth a go. If you want to go get that, that's fantastic. Go get it. Backlink Traffic Pro. And it has, you can upload your videos into YouTube and Vidler and Vimeo. You've got a couple of places where you can send out press releases, then eZine articles and Twitter and Dig. So you can send out automatically. You fill in the details and away you go. Press the button and they'll upload it for you. It's pretty good. Now another thing I use is SEO Quake and SEO Book. And that gives me also, lets me see what my websites and other people's websites, the backlinks and what they're doing as well. So I use that little tool to help me along the way. Here's some of my eZine articles here. Now this is a wee while ago here. Oh, sorry, I have 131 articles up there under 2 different names. And they're doing very well. In fact, they've had some great click-throughs. And I get a lot of traffic from the eZine articles. Now, as I said, give stuff away. GenerateTrafficFast.com. You can go there and sign up and get the book that's there. It's fantastic. So GenerateTrafficFast.com. And Fast SEO plugin is another plugin, as another thing that I give away. I've got about 75 sites out there giving things away to people. Have a webinar, become an expert, do videos, do heaps of videos. This is off what is it called? YouTube. And you'll see here that most subscribed has got my channel right up there. And one of them most subscribed. Isn't that fantastic? So this particular one that people have looked at, it had 313 views of this particular video, I think. I think that's what that means. Anyway, it was great too, and I win lots of awards on YouTube as well. It's just awesome. So do videos, do whatever you can to get traffic back to your website. So guys, I just want to say, hey, thanks for attending the webinar tonight, or today, whenever it was for you. And it's awesome to have had you on the webinar. And as far as your questions go, I see there's a lot there. What I'll do is I'll answer them. I'll stop the webinar and then I'll answer your questions for you. Out of all those different ways of getting traffic to your website, I'm sure you're going to find 1 or 2 or 3 that will work for you. And remember, you don't have to do them all. Find someone to do them for you if you don't want to do it yourself. So this is Gail here from 7 Tools to Internet Success. Thanks for attending the webinar. So go forth, as we say, and make some videos and make some money. So we'll see you later, and we'll see you on the next video.